Hey guys, what's going on? It is Navi8008 back again because Necromancy has been released and a new boss just got released, which is a really amazing boss. Now, this boss can only be killed with Necromancy, of course, and yeah, it's very profitable and it's a lot of fun, and I'm gonna show you guys how you can kill this boss. It's pretty much going to be a guide just to be focused on you getting your first kill and you continuously getting more successful kills and progressing as you go forward. Isn't that right, my little friend? Alright then. Alright, so for the Necromancy boss, you're gonna have to be level 95 Necromancy, and you're gonna have to have collected 35,000 souls in the Well of Souls in the city of And after you've done this, you need to complete the quest Alpha versus Omega. This is the only way that you are allowed to fight Rasial. Tips to help you fight Rasial. The gear requirements are going to need to be you can either get the power armor or the tank armor, but it's mainly recommended to do it with the tank armor. It's going to give you slower kills, but it's going to give you more it's going to give you more information on how to fight the boss and how the boss actually works. So, Death Warden's really good. Tank armor is actually not bad. You can get a Scripture of Wen or you can get a Scripture of Jas. Both are really good. Self Amulet E is best in slot. You need to complete the quest Haunted Mine, and then you need to complete Tarn's Lair to get the Salve Amulet E. Well, you need the book to upgrade the Salve Amulet into the Salve Amulet E. Um, the Zuck Cape is really good, but if you can't get the Zuck Cape, then the Fight Kiln Cape should be good enough. And then also I got a Reaver's Ring, and I have a Grasping Rune Pouch. The Grasping Rune Pouch is pretty much for the Prism spell, just to keep your minions alive. Well, to keep your familiar alive. So, auras. I recommend that you do this with Vampirism, or you can do this with Inspiration. The familiar that you are going to want to be using is going to be a Blood Reaver. You want to put scrolls onto your Blood Reaver, and then you want to select the auto fire rate to 1. Trust me, this is how I do all of my Rasial kills. If you're looking for augments, your augments are going to want to be Crackling 4, Relentless 3, and Biting 4, if you can afford Biting 4, of course. You're going to have Impatient 4, and hence Devoted 4. And then for your main hand, you're going to have Precise 6, and offhand is going to be Equilibrium 4. I got a Reaver's Ring. Not sure what other ring you would want to wear to the Necromancer boss, but if there's a Necromancy ring, then go for it and go crazy. This is what my inventory is looking like. You want to bring Ectoplasm so that you can summon your Conjurers. And then just get some Vulnerability Bombs, and if you have an Inferno Puzzle Box, great. That'll help your Adrenaline not drain. So this ability bar that we have right here, I actually copied it from the RS guy. I watched a guide on how to kill Rasial based off of the RS guy, and he actually has a really good guide on it. The guide that he has, he uses the Aegis Aura, and he has you use a Hellhound. Now this is the alternative cheap method, but it's not a method that really worked for me because I tried it and I just died at Rasial. I didn't have like that increased healing because I tried the Hellhound, I tried Aegis Aura, and I just couldn't get it to work. But the Vampirism Aura and the Blood Reaver actually helped me a lot. Besides that, I think we are good to move on to the actual boss itself. Alright, so into the actual kill itself. This boss is actually not that bad. The good thing about this is that you get your adrenaline to 100%, and you want to activate your conjurers once you get to the boss layer before you go into the portal. Now the reason why you can get all of your conjurers activated before needing all the adrenaline, well, you need all the adrenaline to summon your conjurers, but your adrenaline will actually not be used because there's no enemy for you to fight, and you can pre-summon your conjures and not have to waste adrenaline, which is pretty cool. because right here, I summon my skeleton, I summon my ghost, and then I summon my zombie, and I am good to go, and I still have 100% adrenaline. Now, the next part, you want to stand right here on this spot. And you want to make sure that you do not move when you fight the Necromancer. Because what happens is that if you move anywhere closer towards him besides sitting in that spot, he is going to move, he is going to make your kill a living hell, and he is going to do barrel rolls. And what these barrel rolls do is that it will mess up his attack rotation, and he will use different abilities than he normally uses because you decided to get too close to him. So we stand here, we drink our overload, we drink our adrenaline potion. We are going to throw a vulnerability bomb on top of him, and then we are going to cast the spell Invoke Death. Now Invoke Death is going to make it so that the boss dies a lot earlier. Instead of having to do the full 800,000 damage, you mainly only have to do 770,000 damage to actually kill the guy. So the most important thing is just to stand here, not to move, and just let your ability bar take care of the entire fight for us. Also, fun fact about this boss, it actually turns off your prayers. Who knew? So, oh yeah. So to easily combat this, you can just turn on Soul Split, but I would not recommend turning on Soul Split if this is your first time fighting this boss. I would just keep flicking back on your Deflect Necromancy. Now, once you get full stacks on your Volley of Souls, see that little bar below me? Those 3 little blue dots? You want to use your Volley of Souls ability after you... Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, that was left in here.
Oh, I know. I moved it in here.
Brother's walking in the room, sorry. You want to use your Volley of Souls ability to maximize out your damage. So what happens is he's going to say Arise my minions, and you are going to use your Threads of Fate ability, and after you use your Threads of Fate, you are going to use your Finger of Death, which is on my W key. And then that's going to take out all the minions, while also dealing damage to Rasial. Alright, so this part right here is the most important. You want to pretty much just be building adrenaline during this part, because what's going to happen is that he is going to use an attack that's actually going to hurt a lot. He's going to spawn minions, and you want to use the ability that looks like the little blood droplet. And what that's going to do is that's going to siphon the HP around the enemies, and that's going to add it to your HP instead. So now that we have enough adrenaline, we are fine. We're going to use Devotion. Once the Necromancer has 5 stacks of souls below his health bar, you're going to use either Devotion or Reflect, and then you are going to focus the rest of your damage onto the minions. Alright, so what he did right here is that he did a barrel roll. Literally, his attack pattern does not change unless you get too close to him. So what happens is that when he barrel rolls towards you, you want to make sure you have your freedom ability ready. You're going to use freedom, and you're going to move to that spot right there. And then that's going to allow you to not have to move that much when you are fighting this boss. So what's going to happen? I messed up at this part, actually. So what you should have done is that when you saw the 5 souls right there, below his health bar, you should have used Reflect, which I messed up on. I used Reflect a little too late. I used it after he already hit me with his special attack. You should have used Reflect immediately, but knowing me, I just tanked it like the Chad I am, and you're absolutely fine. Also, so phase 4 is about to hit, really. Phase 3 is about to hit right there. So what's going to happen is that when you get his health below 400,000 HP, he's going to go into phase 3. What he's going to do is he's going to spawn a bunch of ghosts behind you, and all you got to do is literally just click behind the ghosts, and you will not take any damage from these ghosts. He spawns the ghosts, we click behind it, we take no damage, we get back to the spot that we were once before, and we just go back to DPS and the boss. I didn't have enough adrenaline to deal with his attack, so I just tank it, and then I eat some food, and I drink a restore, and then he spawns more ghosts behind me, and then I click behind me so that I don't take any damage from the ghosts, and then I get back into my spot. He's going to summon more minions here, and then after he does, we're going to use our Threads of Fate ability, and then we're going to use our Finger of Death, and this should take care of all of the minions. And that does. All of the minions are now defeated and serve no purpose. He's going to spawn more ghosts behind us. We're going to click behind us, take no damage, and then go back into the spot that we originally were. Alright, so moving into phase 4. Once you do enough damage to get him below 200,000 HP, he's going to move into phase 4. Now this phase is just clicking a lot and spamming attacks that are on your ability bar that you can manually press while watching your screen. So you want to put abilities on your bar that you are comfortable to click while you are left clicking at the same time. So normally in this phase, when you get into this phase, you would want to throw a vulnerability bomb onto the boss so that you don't really have to worry about anything else. And then you are also going to have to use Reflect to reduce the damage that you would take from this boss. You're also going to make sure that your Soul Split is turned on so you don't really have to worry about your Deflect Necromancy Curse being turned off. You're going to run around the room like a chicken with your head cut off. You're going to want to make sure that you use your souls ability to where you can collect enough souls to where then you can use Volley of Souls. And then if you have full stacks on your Finger of Death, then use your Finger of Death to DPS them down. I use my Volley of Souls right here, and then I will also use my Death Skulls ability, and then I will just go back to spamming my auto attack, and then any other abilities that I can see on my ability bar that I can use that are cooled off, and then that is the end of the kill. Not bad. I'm going to play the final phase again in full speed just to show you guys. Pretty much just use Reflect whenever you have the adrenaline to do it. It's going to help you a lot through this last phase. You just want to spam left click wherever and just spam abilities that you are comfortably able to spam. And then that's the end of that boss fight. It's actually pretty easy, not too bad. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video. Hopefully there was enough information to help you get your first Rasial kill. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this guide. And I will be sure to catch you guys on the next video that I make on my Runescape channel, whenever that will be. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be sure to catch you guys in the next video that I make. So yeah, peace.